All right, here we go. Welcome to the Football and Freedom Show. I am your host, Longhorn. And of course, this is brought to you by the Rebelution Network. If you have not found, rated, reviewed, subscribed, all that good stuff to the Rebelution Network, you are doing things wrong and you need to hit right down here somewhere. There's a button somewhere. I'm not a technical genius. I'm not a computer genius, but I can find a subscribe button. I bet you can too, and you need to hit it right now. Hit that subscribe. If you want to get crazy, you want to get wild, you can even rate and review. There's all kinds of shit you can do. It's unlimited, the things you can do with technology and YouTube in specific. Listen, when you do, not only do you get this greatest, the Football and Freedom Show with me, you get the I Mean It Show with Bo Cephas. You get the Bastards of Babylon, which is blowing up all over the internet. Maybe you haven't noticed. Maybe you should. You should be on that. You should be checking out the Bastards every single week. Matter of fact, tomorrow, we're taking on a topic that nobody wants to take on, and we're doing it full steam ahead. We're going to tackle the abortion issue tomorrow on the Bastards of Babylon. But guess what? You only get it when you subscribe. So do it now. And then coming this fall, obviously, FGH, the Football Glory Hole, is coming back with vengeance. It is where you make all the football money during the football season. So all those good things get wrapped up into the Rebelution Network. So be sure you're subscribed, you're telling a friend, and you are spreading the wealth. Because let's be honest, if you're not, you're a dick. You're a selfish dick. Nobody likes a selfish dick, so spread it. Spread it like wildfire. Now, here today on this show, the Football and Freedom Show, we're going to talk about the Supreme Court decision, Kennedy versus Bremerton School District. Obviously, this is the case where the coach was let go, not retained, whatever the quotations you want to use. He was fired. This son of a bitch was fired for kneeling at midfield after a football game in silent prayer. So we're gonna exercise the demons. We're gonna do all that good shit today on the Football and Freedom Show. We're gonna, I don't know what the Muslim. I mean, if we were Muslims, we would. What would we do? Would we get extra virgins in heaven? I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm going to speak on what I know, and let's just stick to that. So why don't we I'm going to read a brief statement from the Supreme Court, and then we'll get into a few things I want to talk about with the objections that some people have had with this. So in the Kennedy versus Bremerton School District, the Supreme Court ruled that a school board in Washington State violated a coach's rights by not renewing his contract after he ignored district officials' directive to stop kneeling in silent prayer on the field's 50-yard line after games. He claimed that the board violated his First Amendment rights to freedom of speech and freedom of religion, and the Supreme Court's majority agreed 6-3. So it's a big win for freedom of religions. It's a big win for the First Amendment. And like I said, we're going to talk a bunch about this in depth on the Bastards of Babylon with the whole abortion rights and the Roe v. Wade decision that came down with the Supreme Court. But for this specifically, there's a few things I want to address. Some of the first of all, this is a no-brainer. Why? I mean, 6-3 should have been 9-0. Should have been 9-0. It's funny because I've got the objections. Some of the objections are, what if it was Muslim? What if it was Muslims? Would you let them? Yes. Should have been 9-0. If it was a Muslim that threw out a rug and played the weird music after a game, then yes, it's literally protected in the First Amendment. And if it should be 9-0, if it's a Christian praying after a game, then it should be 9-0 for a Muslim. Okay, so that's number one. But here's the deal. There's not a lot of Muslims. Let's be honest. There's not a lot of Muslims that take it. I mean, there are a lot of Muslims. Don't get me wrong. Let me choose my words carefully. There are a lot of Muslims in America. There's not a lot of Muslims playing high school football. Okay, so and if there are, they're not taking it seriously enough to lay out a fucking rug after a game at the 50-yard line and get down in prayer. And I'm not a Muslim expert, but I think there's certain times you do that. So, and I could be wrong. I could be way off on that. I'm not an expert. I think there's certain times you're supposed to do that. Maybe you can do it at your leisure. I'm really not sure. But bottom line, there's not a lot of that intense practicing Muslims that are playing or coaching high school football. Okay. There's not even that many practicing Christians that are going to go out to midfield and be that devoted to get fired and stick to it. So all those things, need to line up exactly. But he is that devoted. And the fact that it was only 6-3, we obviously know that there's 6 quote unquote conservatives on the bench and there's 3 quote unquote liberals on the bench. But it doesn't matter. That's not, the Supreme Court is supposed to be unbiased and just read the Constitution and judge based on the Constitution. So the fact that this was not 9-0 tells me that there's bias in the court, which we all know there is. Again, the objections to it. What if it was a Muslim? Would you support it? Yes, we would. I would support it. If a Muslim was that devoted that a Muslim coach wanted to go out, lay the rug down and pray after a game, it's protected. Here in America, the country that everybody says they fucking hate and says they're going to leave all the time, but never do. There's a conveyor belt of people coming into this country, never anybody leaving. Yes, it's protected even for a Muslim. So it should have been 9-0. It should have been 9-0 if it was a Muslim too. Bottom line. Next objection that I heard. What if it was a devil worshiper? What if it was an atheist? What if somebody wanted to get out there and worship to Satan after a game and put candles out in the whatever I don't, again, I'm not going to speak out of turn. I don't know what they do, but same thing. Do you know what atheists and Satan worshipers are doing on Friday nights during a football game? Me neither. Fucking no clue. I know what they're not doing. They're not playing football and they're not coaching football. So this is a non-issue. However, if for whatever reason there was a star football player or a star head coach that was a Satan worshiper, thank you, Satan, for giving me all this speed and all this power and all this athleticism. If he wanted to go out there and thank Satan for all that shit, then I guess 100% should be 9-0 Supreme Court support, because it is freedom of religion. The coach did not coerce anybody. He did not force anybody. He simply went out in the middle of the field after a game and did a silent prayer. Other players from the other team joined him. Players from his team joined him. That's their decision. This is 100% protected in the First Amendment. And doesn't matter if you're a Christian, doesn't matter if you're a Muslim, even a fucking atheist, a Satan worshiping atheist in this country has protection. And that is why this country is the greatest country that has ever lived. And God bless it. God bless football. And God bless you for watching this show. I will say before I close, I kind of danced around it. Everybody's kind of dancing around it. What people don't want to talk about, what's going on in this country, is that it's not really, when they say, what about a Muslim? Or what about atheists? Or what about, name your other religion? It's not really about that. What it's really about is the hate and the attack on Christianity in this country, which I find incredibly ironic, because this country, despite what anybody wants to say, we are a Judeo-Christian country. It is written in our founding documents. It's written on our money. It's written everywhere. Whether you like it or not, America is a Judeo-Christian country. That is our foundation, and we've gone far from it. We are far from the strong Christian nation that we once were. And I know that we're not perfect. America's not a perfect country. We've made many mistakes, but at our core, is Christianity, and Judeo-Christian values. And you can't take that away. You can't attack it just because you don't like Christianity or you don't like this country or whatever the case may be. And you can't use Muslims and atheists to make your point against Christianity. So bottom line, it's protected. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Satan worshiper, doesn't fucking matter. You're protected. Congrats to this guy winning a Supreme Court case against the district. And actually, I don't know what the fallout's going to be. I'm assuming that, I mean, he's obviously not going to get his job back at that school. That would be a little weird. I don't know if he got a money settlement. Whatever the case is, congrats to him for fighting back and taking on the woke scolds and pushing them back, putting them back in their place and following the Constitution, because is all I have. Yeah, here. This, okay? This is the greatest thing. This is the greatest document ever written in the history of documents. And we need to follow it more closely. We need to study it in school. I mean, instead of teaching fucking CRT and all the bullshit they teach in school, maybe teach the Constitution. That would help us all and save me a lot of time. Not that I need it, because I like doing this. I like getting on here and talking all this shit. So this is fun to me. I hope it's fun to you. If it is fun to you, subscribe, rate, review, tell all your friends, and look forward to that Bastards of Babylon. Whew, man, we're taking on abortion. And I'm trying to get a guest to come on to do like a little three-way action on the abortion topic. As you might guess, nobody wants to do that. You know, my social medias are filled with people with all these opinions about abortion. And yet I ask people to come on and I get crickets. That may surprise you. It may not. Regardless, we're doing it tomorrow. It might be just the two of us, me and Bo Cephas. Could have a guest. We will see tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow. And until then, stay hungry, stay hard, join the revolution. And if you come on.